anyone. Yeah,
we respect that.
Been here for a bloody
He apologizing
long
for the statement he
We
made.
respect that.
But
As a
the
Muslim.
gentleman here, as a Christian, I have to humble myself and say, all right, fair enough.
Brother
You
Ali
love
was
your,
coming to
you
apologize and all.
you love your
Let him come
prophet.
in.
You
Yeah,
love
he's
your
coming.
prophet.
Yeah.
You love your prophet. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but would you agree that my man cussing my mum who's nearly passing? Yeah, so when
That's wrong. That's
shit. Yeah, give him a Muay Thai kicking the bloody head and knock him
Muslim
out.
agree that
But
is wrong.
That's wrong.
That's
yeah?
wrong.
And when man's running their mouth with a whole lot of people, I don't like it. This is
It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, because when I catch you on your own, it can be a different story. I know people think I'm skinny and all that shit, but when I start going
Don't
crazy,
say that your kids are wrong.
Yeah?
Your kids are
Yeah, I
wrong.
don't want to fight them. Fighting don't solve nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to be a politician. But I understand, as this gentleman has just made me reflect. What I
I'm your
said
brother,
was wrong,
not the gentleman.
insensitive,
I'm
and
your
I
brother.
apologise.
I'm your brother. Christopher, I'm
And
your
I was
brother.
wrong about that, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have sentenced it a different way, yeah?
No, you shouldn't say it. Just let it go. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, agreed. Shh, let it go.
No, he apologized about the Prophet ﷺ.
He apologized about the statement made. The brother apologized. He apologized.
No, but it's got hatred in your heart. Darkness.
No, let it go.
Like my jacket, dark.
Let it go. Don't go there. Don't go there,
Is that fair?
Christopher. Don't go
Why do
there.
man act big when they're up in a big crowd? And then when you catch them on the run, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
No, but check this out, Christopher. Whenever you come to a state of recognizing what you said was unwise, there's always someone who is to come and throw gas in the fire. There's always a couple people will come to try to stir that back up. There are people like that. But you cannot allow yourself to be entrapped like that. You cannot allow yourself, your mouth, to be the mouthpiece for Satan, or you to be the cause of any kind of incitement that is ungodly. If you stand here to me in public to speak about God, we have to behave godly. We cannot come here to talk about God and behave like a thug or a criminal or a pagan. No, we are grown men. God saved us, He preserved us, and He brought us here today under the bright blue skies, not to create these problems, but to glorify His name. We may have difference of opinion, and we choose wise words to share our differences. If you make a mistake, and you did admit you make a mistake, you apologize. I'm happy for your apology. But while you're apologizing, there will be elements around here who will come and throw gas in the fire.
This is you, man.
Yeah, but Holmes, listen, we know you cannot elevate to any kind of consciousness without self-restraint. We have to tame the tongue.
Self-restraining.
Yeah, self-restraint. So we cannot make...
I did not say anything about you. Why? What happened?
I explained it to you.
And you still want to go?
It's a misunderstanding.
No, nothing.
Yes, but it's a misunderstanding.
You said what you said.
No,
I was not there when that
When you
thing
said what you
happened.
said.
you misunderstand what he said. He wasn't there.
You misunderstand what I said, yeah? So everyone's cool,
It's
yeah?
a misunderstanding. We cool. Yeah, everyone's cool. We cool. We cool. It was a misunderstanding.
He doesn't know what you said. So when
And
you point at him, it wasn't there.
when we fight against each other, it's only Satan wins. Satan is the only one win when we fight against each other. I'm not your enemy, brother. You are not my enemy. We are not enemies to each other.
Yeah, well, when
Satan
people
is the
start
only
talking
one
about
who will
people's mums,
incite.
And my dad's passed.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dad was a good man.
yeah.
Strong man. Yeah? An African. When you talk about my mum, who? My mum's
Someone
in the
else. Shh, just let it go, brother, please.
My mum's about to go.
Yeah.
So when that little shit's talking about my mum and that other guy's about mum, all I want to do is just go.
Whoever spoke about your mom is an unpolite person, uncivilized, and he deserves to be very quiet and not speak anymore.
That's right.
Over.
You're not religious.
Who?
The guy's not religious.
Christopher,
These people do that, not
Christopher.
religious.
He represents himself only.
Christopher,
Represent himself only.
whosoever say anything about your mom or your dad, I apologize on their behalf. And if anybody say anything about your mom and dad, I will stand up towards that person and defend. It's inappropriate, it's wrong.
Like crazy people
And that's
around
every
me.
Muslim.
Yeah, that's all of us.
Whatever he said, I'm with this guy. Whoever said
But
something about anybody's
But no
mom,
one said that.
It's inappropriate.
if you said something about your mom, I agree with my big brother. He said
Yeah.
we're all Muslims against him.
Because he wouldn't say that out the
But you
park.
need to realise-
When he's with
I
50,
heard that-
60
I heard
Muslims,
that,
he can
bro,
run his
bro.
mouth.
But when you reach
Or when
our
I catch
age,
man on his own, what?
yes,
It's not enough.
Christopher,
Bro,
when we
bro,
reach
bro,
our
bro.
age,
No, bro.
we have to behave differently. We have to see things and let them go.
Nothing to do with that.
As an old boxer, Christian, whenever you see a punch, you don't respond to each punches. Some of them you just let them go. When every time a dog barks, you don't respond to all of them.
He's calling me dog.
Not you. Of course not.
No, I'm saying he was calling me dog, I'm saying. Calling me dog, so I called him donkey.
No, it's not good.
I know
It's not
Muslims
good.
don't like that, yeah?
No, it's not good.
Listen,
Human beings don't like
This
that.
is the prophetism.
But I understand what I said, it's insensitive about
It was
your prophet.
wrong. It's wrong.
Maybe I should have diverted it in a different way.
Let it go.
I should have just said
Nothing.
I should have said the way I should have said instead of saying paedophile, I should have said
Bro,
he's
this
married
is
a
mum back,
9-year-old
bro.
or a young
This
girl.
is mum back.
That's what I should have said.
But why did you diss the prophet? You could have dissed his mum. You didn't need to diss our prophet like millions of people that believe. You could have just dissed his
he
mum.
just explained to me.
I get what
He
you're
explained to me the way I
approach the situation.
in the wording, it's wrong.
And
I said the word paedophile. I should have said he married a young.
No, what I'm saying, I also said to you, do not allow yourself to be a mouthpiece for Satan. That's what I'm saying to you. You cannot come here and speak from your ego. If you come here to speak about God, we have to behave godly. We cannot make a meaningful connection with God if we don't purify ourselves. Purification of the self means self-control.
The point I was trying to
taming
make
the tongue.
when I said that, yeah,
Gotta tame the tongue.
Yeah.
The tongue needs
when I
control.
should have deflected the word properly. Yeah, what I was trying to make is you can't compare Jesus of Nazareth and Muhammad. Muhammad is the same as King Henry VIII.
It's the same as what?
King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII married 7-year-old kids.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm
King Henry VIII,
Yeah.
you go to the Tower of London, you literally see a
Let
picture
us not go back
on the
there.
wall,
No.
yeah, right, of King Henry VIII and his 2 7-year-old wives.
No, you cannot go there. You know why? We're digging up old wounds.
And that's all I
We're
was
going
trying to say.
right back. Christopher, we're going right back to that.
All I was trying to say is you
No,
can't
I understand what you was trying to say.
Christopher,
No, we're going back there.
But bro, come on.
Christopher, it's not even
on the same level.
Certain things you can't say.
I'm a sinner,
No,
you're a
listen to this,
sinner.
brother.
No doubt.
Jesus ain't a sinner.
Bro, let me tell you
Muhammad's a sinner.
You see, we're
Let me
going to
tell you
open back
something.
old
Bro,
wounds.
Let me tell you something.
You see, we have a
How old
wound. We're
was
going to
Mary
open
when
that
she
back.
had- How old was Mary when she got married?
I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know. I wasn't there.
Okay, but from knowledge.
No, I was asking how
Well,
old
I know
was
she
Mary.
wasn't. I know she wasn't a young kid.
No, according to the, according
I
to,
know she wasn't a young kid.
yeah. Now, the scholars of Christianity,
But I also,
No, hang on, listen.
I also know that, like I said to you earlier before, King Henry VIII, the king of this country. This picture in the Tower of London on the wall. Big massive picture about as tall as me and you, yeah, on the wall. He's standing there with his 2 young little kids, wives. They're kids. So I know when people talk about, kids this and kids that, they were doing it here, there, it was one of them things. I'm not talking about a man. I'm talking about a holy being. Someone that I'm gonna follow with truthhood. So when you come trying to compare Muhammad and Jesus, I'm like, excuse me? Let's pull the handbrake up a sec, yeah? Put the brakes on. Because that doesn't even make sense. Yeah? That's all I was trying to say. Yeah? If you can't see that, that's your problem.
You want to
Yeah?
break it down simple. You have to.
That's your problem. Yeah?
Was Jesus family man?
Huh?
Was Jesus a
Of
family
course he was a family man, but he was a
I see,
busy
have
man.
children or women,
He's a busy man. Where is family? Where is sheep? Where is flock? You don't hear these things. It goes in that ear, comes out the other, goes down the road.
I know more about Jesus than you do,
Yeah, okay, whatever.
for sure. No, in the Quran, we know more about Jesus' birth.
What do you know?
We know a lot that you don't know. So tell me about Jesus' like childhood in the Bible.
Tell you about Jesus' childhood.
Yeah, do you know anything about his childhood, his birth, his growth, everything?
How can you know about something that was written about 400 years? Sorry, 600 years after.
So why you believe in something that you believe in the Bible?
After
He contradicted
the
himself.
Bible was written, the Quran turned up. The concept of
Just let
one
it
God turned
just
up.
let it go. I think
I can't follow
the best part of the
that's all I'm
dawah
trying to say.
here is really, as human beings, we just have to be well behaved. As human beings, we have to purify ourselves. As
Like,
just
I'm
one
a
second.
Tottenham fan, yeah?
Yeah, as human
I'll be
beings.
upset right now.
As human
Yeah?
beings.
Why would I be upset? Because our top striker's just left. Oh, Harry Kane gone to Germany. Gone to Germany. That's like Jesus going somewhere else.
Yeah, that level is not appropriate for now.
Like Jesus going somewhere else.
No.
Jesus went everywhere. Jesus went in your book, the Hindu book, the Sikh book. He went everywhere. Every part of the world, everyone know about Jesus. Yeah? Whether you're an atheist or not, you know about Jesus. Everyone knows that. Yeah? I come with love. I ain't got no hatred in my heart.
I know Jesus.
I'm not a politician.
Okay.
When I see them idiots
Christopher.
on a Wednesday talking about the people stuff, it's nothing.
Christopher.
Yeah. Oh, council tax. Yeah. Oh,
Christopher.
That. Oh, road tax. Oh, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as they mention that GDP word, here, like they're all at Oxford getting their graduate. And no one looks at these things. And then they make me and you and him and this, but from all these different countries fight each other. Argue, oh, skin colour. Asteroids.
had a point for you.
Asteroids, don't give a shit about how much money you got. They don't care what colour you are. They just say, hello, goodbye, you lot are extinct. Yeah?
I want to make a point.
I don't think you understand my point.
Yeah.
He was sitting there listening to you very quietly. If he was talking about me, I would agree. I'd be real with you. He was actually listening.
Christopher, we look at the world today. A lot of people believe in Jesus. People believe in Moses. People believe in Muhammad. People believe in previous scriptures. And all these beliefs we have, there's an expectation of us that the belief is supposed to influence our behavior better and the most civilized human behavior. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, if we look at our behavior, how we behave in our privacy, how do we behave when we are outside Speaker's Corner, how do we behave in our homes, the kind of actions we behave in, does it reflect?
Yeah, but even him.
He ain't gonna listen.
Forget about
Even these people like they're cussing
he
people's
wouldn't
mums and they're gonna say whatnot. I know where they're going.
Cuss his mum, G. Why are you cussing the prophet? That was my thing with you.
Because his mum now, isn't it?
Huh?
Because his mum now, isn't it?
We're all talking like we live in the ideal world here. When you're out here with human beings,
Bro, someone said fucking
see, don't let me finish. Don't let me finish.
Like, someone's gonna
Yeah, but
see
Christopher,
that.
Christopher, then let me
For his
finish.
sake, it's not on video.
Christopher, then
if the wrong person in my family sees that,
I've been coming a long time.
Brother, forget about family. You're a big
And you accept it to be a right way of discourse.
I'm gonna handle myself.
If you talk and I will interrupt you.
I'm gonna start a fight with 60 or 50 Muslims or one Muslim. Like that, since he said.
And what, do you think you go and call up your family's gonna help?
It's already happened.
Huh?
It's already happened. If they see the video and they see him talking shit, he knows where I'm from. You don't know where I'm from.
And you don't know where I'm from. I've been
I don't need to.
I don't need to know where you're from.
I know you don't need
If
to.
we're gonna take it to that road, we're
I know you don't need to.
We've both got things and we've got something.
I know you don't need
It's
to.
not gonna help nothing.
Madman's gonna deal with him now, innit? I don't want that to happen.
You definitely want it to happen.
I don't.
Cursing the prophet, that will get you there.
Of course the prophet. So what?
That will
Because
get
I know
you
he's a man.
No, listen.
Bro,
Let it
The
go.
way I
Let
worded
it
it
go.
was wrong. Did I not?
Yeah, and you
He apologized.
I happily apologise, but you're still not in hearing me. It's just
I
going
am
in. It's
listening
going
to
in
you
your head.
because this brother was talking to you, and he's actually the one making man humble and listen to you.
Yeah, I
wasn't even
understand.
there.
Sorry,
If I was there when that happened, I wouldn't behave how I'm behaving now. I've been honest with you. I wouldn't. And I don't give a damn about you got the family who's you gonna call. I don't give a fuck what something that you got around you is not gonna help nothing, bro. You wanna talk about your family? Cool, 100 miles of niggas, and you know no one's gonna do nothing. I'll be honest with you. I know what you think, innit, but I'm just showing you.
Why you using the
You wanna
word
talk
though?
that
Why
shit?
do you
I don't
use the
give a
N-word?
bro because you keep talking about road, families.
That's
They're gonna do
disrespectful in
this.
itself using the
I
N-word.
don't give a damn. I say what I want, bro. You're not
Okay,
listening
alright.
because you don't keep talking about the streets and my family. You're not calling no one. No one cares, bro. You respect it. I respect it. You said apologize. You apologize. Joe Gonji.
No one apologised to me though, innit?
No, I'm not apologizing.
I apologize to you. That's not true. Sorry.
I want to ask you.
Sorry.
Do you have a problem?
What am I saying? Because the
Islam
prophet before or
itself,
something like that. He's lucky I wasn't living there myself.
Islam. And the prophet.
What people?
Not the people. I've got all sorts in my
Think
family.
is wrong?
I know, but I don't think I know.
Please tell me.
I don't need to. Just explain, if you was heard before, you can't compare Jesus to Muhammad.
Now about the religion itself.
You can compare Jesus to Muhammad.
You're talking prophet or religion?
It's not a prophet to me. If you go in a cave and get talked to, you're talking to a demon. Demons are in the cave. If you look on a Ouija board, there's a cave. There are certain signs and hieroglyph signs that you see on Yeah?
No.
There are certain signs around the world that you will see.
I see you talking about the prophets. Forget that. Talk to me about the religion Islam.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Explain.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You walk around the black stone.
Yeah? You know the
Walk around the
religion.
black stone. Walk around the black stone anti-clockwise.
Oh, okay.
The
You're
stone's
talking
where?
about
Is it in the east or south? East. Why is it in the east? Do you know what's going on?
No.
Do you know what's going on in Mecca? Do you know where Mecca is?
I've been there.
No, do you know where Mecca is? Do you know where it's pointing? East, yeah? And you don't get Muslims. It's in the east. It's not in the north. Don't know the right from wrong. Certain little things you should go
What's
and
the
look.
problem you have in this religion? I'm just asking. If you don't want to answer, I go away. I mean, this man, you know me. What's the problem in religion itself? I'm asking you a genuine question.
Because Allah, to me, is Antichrist. Yeah? He's the Antichrist to me. And Muhammad is possessed, trying to throw himself off cliffs and all that stuff. And other things may have happened to him, yeah, and things that he done. So when someone tries to compare, as like I say, the Jews and the Muslims will say Jesus is just a man, right? Yeah. But a prophet.
That's not correct. The Jews do not recognize Jesus as a prophet. Well, let me finish now, Christopher. Let me finish. Let me just make a small point, please. With all due respect, the Jews do not recognize Jesus as a prophet or the Messiah.
Yeah, Messiah.
Muslims recognize Prophet Jesus not just as a prophet, but in the highest esteem.
Yeah, I understand that.
Just a minute. You said before, Jews and Muslims treat Jesus as just a man. And I'm just saying to you, that's not the case. Jews do not recognize Jesus as the Messiah or the Messiah. They do not recognize him as a prophet. The Quran recognizes Jesus as the Messiah and one as the, no, not just a man, and as one of the mightiest messengers of God. Now, you said just a minute ago, that Allah is the Antichrist. That's what you said. You said that statement. Well, yeah, that's what you believe. Not yet. I'm just here to share other information with you. I'm not trying to talk you out of your belief. That's fine. I understand that. Now, another person now will open the Bible and they'll read the Bible, and the Bible will inform them that the Antichrists are those who refuse to accept Jesus as the Messiah or the Messiah. Now, because the Quran recognizes Jesus as the Messiah or the Messiah or the Word of God, Quran recognizes Jesus as one of the mightiest messengers of God, then anyone who, like yourself, who says that Allah is the Antichrist, that is a contradiction. It doesn't add up, because Muslims and the Quran and Prophet Muhammad recognize Jesus, Isa ibn Maryam, in the highest esteem, except that he is not God. The Jews do not do that. So there's a distinction, there's a difference. So if you say Allah is the Antichrist, number one, that statement is not supported in the Bible, according to the Bible. As a Christian, you shouldn't believe in that. Sorry?
I believe in it.
No, if you believe in it, that's fine. That's fine.
You can believe the sky is red right now.
That's perfectly fine. No, we're talking in respect.
I agree with you, says something powerful called love. I agree with you. But I just want to tell you something.
I don't agree with the Pope.
No, it says love. I agree with you. We need to spread the love. That's a powerful.
Love, hatred don't go nowhere.
That's right.
Brother Christopher.
Hatred just darkens.
Maybe you need to know about this religion more. Forget people.
I don't talk to people. People have told me. I know.
But I agree with you when you just said the love is the most powerful.
There's no love in the world. You're being taught hatred every day. Music, news.
We need.
Yes, sir.
We need to bring them.
That's right. I agree with you. Just for the record's sake. Yes. Just Just for the
run
record's sake, I
world,
agree with that.
They're full of hatred.
Yes.
If they weren't full of hatred, they wouldn't be starting
is the
wars in
solution.
Afghanistan.
And there was a little bit of contention before, and I said to the brother, when we fight against each other, Satan is the only one who wins.
These people, they're not far away from obeying Allah. They're very close. The way where they see in the life contradicting, that's why.
Well, part of it is that the Quran says, وَمِنْهُمْ أُمِّيُّونَ لَا يَعْمَنُونَ الْكِتَابِ إِلَّا أَمَانِيَّ. And many of those people, they know nothing of the book except hearsay. And a lot of people, when it comes to Islam, they have a lot of strong views about Islam, and I respect the strong views, but there's no direct, solid information to support some of these accusations that they make against Islam. So if somebody come and say, yeah, no, 1 second, I'll just give me 1 minute, please. Now, if somebody says Islam is this and Islam is that, Islam is blah, 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 whatever, you bring a Quran and says, but the Quran doesn't say that. Yeah, the Quran doesn't say that. And the question is, again, people don't read the Quran. So if you want to have a very balanced, fair judgment about Islam or the Prophet Muhammad, read the Quran. If he come and tell me such and such and such, whatever, and I say you're Muslim, he says yes, you believe in the Quran, yes, I will measure his beliefs according to the scriptures that he claims he following. So if you come and tell me you're a Christian and I want to understand you, I will measure your concepts and your belief according to the Bible. That's how I'm going to measure. So if you want to make a fair judgment of the Quran, a fair judgment, to be just, because listen to this. Let me give you some perspective here. Yeah, well, let me share some perspective here. When somebody believes in God, and they believe in truth, righteousness, and they believe in the revealed books, one key important component they must possess, that is justice. You cannot believe in God and be unjust. You cannot believe in God and be slanderous. You cannot claim to believe in God and be blasphemous. We cannot believe in God and be treacherous. We cannot talk about God and behave ungodly with each other. That doesn't make sense. That's an imposter. That's a hypocrite.
That's going to happen because we're all bloody sinners.
We are sinners, and we are sinners. But the best sinners are those who repent. So, for example, you said some things that you came to realize was wrong, and you apologize on camera. You did, and I praise that. I really appreciate you for that. I love you. I see beauty in you for that. So, sinners are not all sinners. Some sinners, when they sin, they become more arrogant because they justify their sins. Some sinners will sin and they will repent when they recognize their sin. They show remorse. Now, so what does the Bible say about those sinners? It says the sinners that are stubborn in their wickedness, they are equal to witchcraft and idolatry and iniquity. To be stubborn in your sins. When you commit a sin, you continuously try to justify it. And the little Satan and demons around you pumping you, you're right, yes, you're. So for example, we were trying to solve and reduce the problem that was happening. And what happened? Some little devils keep throwing gas in the fire. That's satanic. And you as a mature man, me as a mature, as conscious brothers, we have to be able to recognize satanic entrapment, satanic deception, satanic entertainment. You see? And if we are not trained to recognize Satan, very easy, we will be entrapped by Satan. So if we are having a good conversation here and somebody come and say, and you start to reply to that. So part of making a meaningful connection with God, we need self-restraint. We need to control the tongue. And we cannot allow ourselves to be instrument of satanic words to incite these things.
Christopher, I already love you. Welcome to the gate of the mercy. Beyond to God. I could already see here where you go. Where are you from? So
yeah, I'm from Trinidad.
Trinidad. Okay, I'll try to pick up the accent. Bless you. Wise words, bro.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Nice one, bro.
Bless you.
Yeah. All the best.
That's what we need. These people, Prophet, peace upon him, telling us
Peace be upon him. That's right.
Very close.
Yeah.
I just want
a lot of
Muslims
humanity.
to come to Jesus. That's
And
all I want
that's
you to
okay,
do.
no problem. And they're more human.
All I want you to do.
That's right.
Need their love. We need our love. They're part of us and we're part of them.
Yeah.
Less hypocrisy than the Caucasian.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes,
Take
sir.
me serious.
Yes, that's right. Well said.
we are literally living.
That's a nice one from the
end
brother
times.
there. Nice input from the brother there.
We're literally living in the beginning of the end times, or if not, we're in the end times. Because you can see it's been written in certain books around the world, even in the Quran. Yeah, you see it's been written. Things are happening in schools, wars are happening in certain parts. When a certain country kicks off, yeah, China or Korea kicks off.
Christopher, do you know how to recognize a false religion?
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it.
See it
All right.
clearly.
If we were to make a list, a short list.
You can make all the lists you want.
No, just humor me for a short while. If we were to, please. No, have it, please. No, I'm diabetic. I can't have it. Brother, please. I will feel offended. Oh, you can't drink it? All right, that's fine. It's water. It's water. You're hurting my feelings.
If I'm going to drink water, it's going to come from a glass bottle.
All right. I'll get a glass bottle for you.
No, I'm all right.
Just say what you're saying. I'm good.
Say what you're saying.
I will have this if you share it with me.
Just say what you were saying about the drink.
It's not, what I have to say is nothing more important than giving you
I don't want the drink.
Just take it to human.
I don't want the
Give
drink.
it to someone else.
I don't want the drink. Look, I'll give it to him, yeah?
No, not in front of me. You can't do that.
I don't want the drink.
All right. So I'm trying to have a conversation with you now.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. We're not fighting. And there is a question how to recognize a false religion.
How to recognize a false religion?
Right.
Easy peasy.
Right.
Yeah. Why is God going to send a maximum prophet? Yeah, twice. And if you're going to send someone, a maximum prophet, why are you going to send one guy, put him in a cave, which doesn't make sense? You don't see this cave thing like it's nothing. Go and look at a Ouija board and see a cave there.
All right, I get that point. No, sorry. No, you said it before. That's why I told you I get that point. No, but you're going off on Muhammad now.
I'm not going off a comment.
Yeah, you want to go off there.
I'm not.
All right, don't allow yourself to go there. Carry on, sorry.
Point. The thing is, your religion, to me, as I know it, in my head, as an African, yeah, I know it's false.
Yeah, we've gone past that. I heard you said it several times.
Yeah, but
I've gone past that. Carry on.
I know it to myself is false.
Right.
I know from my elders it's false.
Yes.
Yeah, I have many elders.
Right.
Yeah? Many said many wise things.
Right.
Yeah? Right, to me, and I'm here. I'm not in jail for murder or something stupid or bank robbery. Yeah. I just work. I just do A and B. I'm not interested in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, X, Y, G. Yeah. A and B. Simple.
All right.
Yeah? Okay. I see people eating shrimp, lobster, all that crap. It tells you in the Bible what to eat when you're eating stuff from the sea. Do people listen? No, they don't listen.
Okay.
And then when you go and look at scientific fact and biology, and people eating crab, lobster, shrimp, and all that stuff,
I'm with you.
yeah, all that stuff, yeah, right, yeah. And then you go and see what those actual creatures are doing at the bottom of the sea when a blue whale dies, yeah. Right? This is how I know the Bible's true.
All right.
Because the Bible tells you clearly when you eat something from the sea, only eat those creatures with scales.
Right.
Hanafi fiqh also says the same.
Yeah.
No,
that's how
but that's
I know,
not the point.
That's how I know.
Totally off the point.
That's how I know that's how I know Christianity as a religion and the things that it said, yeah, is true.
Right. Okay. Now, here what is
My soul.
right. I'm with you. Now,
And my higher self. and me.
just to make it quite clear, let us leave Prophet Muhammad off this subject because it's going to go down a place it's not nice for us due to the current climate of what we had today. Now, here was the conversation I'm having with you. There's a way in which we could identify if a religion is false. Here what I'm proposing. I don't want to go through a long list with you, but I can. Let's go through a short list. Maybe 3 items or 5. 3 ways to identify if a religion is false. Number 1, the source of information has to be something that is solid. So if you want to know if a religion is correct, always look at the source of information, where this religion gets all its information from. That's number 1. Number 2, a religion is false if it advocates, if it promotes its followers to practice idolatry, idol worship, and blasphemy. Number 3, a religion is false, is completely false if its concept of God is a concept where God shares his power, his authority, he shares his worship with others, or others are equal to him. Meaning to say, religion's supposed to teach us who God is and who God is not. Now, we can have a conversation who God is not. God, I would suggest, and you can differ with me or correct me if I'm wrong. God cannot be ever a man, and I'll explain why. Number two, bear with me 1 minute. God cannot and has never been and will not be a man, and I can explain my reasons. Excuse me, please. Sorry. Excuse me, please. Please. No. Secondly, as I said to you before, that's why I said to you, if we believe in God, we believe in Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, we have to behave properly. That's not a good behavior.
I believe in the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit.
Right. Now, so I said two things. Number one.
Excuse me, he's trying to have a conversation, the brother.
He's trying to have a conversation.
No. So if we have Christopher, you can correct me if I make a mistake. But my argument is this. God.
When his own prophet had a sinner prophet on his shoulder given to him by God in the word.
Sorry,
madam. I've got no argument. God entered
Madam, I do apologize. Sorry.
And sealed him.
Yes.
And now I'm
Madam, I do apologize.
Because God made me
I do apologize. I'm sorry.
He ain't the last prophet, right?
Yes. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
I just crushed it. Now you can go back to
all right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's fine.
I just destroyed your argument.
Yes, you did. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's enough now.
1 minute's over.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So
yes, God can be in the flesh.
all right. So
Really?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, it's not.
It's another Sister.
conversation. You guys do this every single day, and you
Christopher, this is what we say.
and baffle young people
All right.
that don't have the wisdom. Or
Young people,
knowledge.
I've got the wisdom. I've got the wisdom.
You're not going to stand here and lie to grow
I do
up.
apologize.
Men.
Sister, I did apologize to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize
Sorry. Okay.
I'm growing at 52.
doesn't take a grown up to understand.
All right. So listen, we're talking about two things here. Just to recap, what we're talking about. Just a minute.
Listening here, yeah.
You're saying God cannot.
We're saying, yeah, Christopher, here where we were. The ways and means of testing whether a religion is false. And we said a false religion normally will have, I'm just trying to recap, just to get my thoughts together. A false religion will always have a wrong source of knowledge. So the source of information is not from God, it is corrupted, and it has a lot of human, that's one of my points. The second way to identify if a religion is false, if a religion claims to be truthfully from God, it should not advocate, promote any kind of idolatry, blasphemy, or any kind of slander to God and his prophets. Therefore, anybody who slander God or attribute things to God that does not befit his majesty, that is blasphemy. Blaspheming God is equal to treason in the eyes of God. The third point that makes a religion right or wrong, that makes it identify a false religion, is that any religion that claims to be truthful, but it slander the prophets of God. For example, if a religion comes and says, prophets of God drink khamr, drink intoxication, and they went and have incest with their children, or prophets of God went and sleep with other people's wives, then that raises a red flag. This is not from God, because when God is choosing prophets, he doesn't choose from the bad people, he chooses from the 1 second, we're going to get there. He chooses from the cream of the crop, the best of human beings. He chooses people, he anoints them, and he prepares them for his mission. Because it's only the purified will be able to guide humanity. Right. So what we're talking about, who God is not. That's where we are. So we are saying God is not and has never been and could never be begotten, nor does he beget anything. We also said about God, nothing is equal to God. and he doesn't take his power and give it to anybody to worship other than him, and he doesn't give anybody power equal to him.
But you don't understand the concept of God in Christianity, do you?
No, we're going to get to that. No. So the last point of who God is not.
If I explain it to you, you still wouldn't understand.
No, even if you explain it to me, we can discuss it. But I'm trying to make a list who God is not. So for example, when we have scriptures, no, what I'm talking is a public place. So I'm not talking to you personally. It's a public place. Anybody can have an input. So when we're talking about who God is not, when we study scriptures that teaches us who God is not, and how we have to behave among each other with justice, peace, and so forth. So good behavior. So religion is designed to uplift the human behavior, but it's also designed to teach us who God is and who God is not. So we say who God is not. God is not and cannot be. He is not begotten, and he does not beget nothing or no one. Number 2, God is not and has never been a man. And number 3, God does not have no one equal to him in power, or doesn't allow anyone to serve others besides him. Now, let's go for one. Now, I can share with you why God is not a man, and then you will come and prove to me why God is a man. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? All right, but just a conversation.
Have you read any of the Bible at all?
But we're going to talk about that.
Have you read any of the Bible at all? Do you know the story of the Bible at all?
Sorry?
Do you know the story of the Bible at all? The story of the Bible?
Yes, I read the stories of the Bible.
If you know the story of the Bible, you've already had the DNA imprinted in your head, so that's why you recognized it. It's already there before you even read it.
So we're talking about God being a man. There's a reason why God cannot. No, I will argue.
God can create the heavens, the earth, with this beautiful my organic brain computer in my head, telling me he can't be a man.
Okay.
He can create all this beautiful stuff outside
if I
the
say,
whole universe.
if I say
to humble himself and bring himself close to humanity, his flock, his sheep.
Right.
So that's what we are. We're his flock and his sheep.
All right.
Yeah, he loves us that much, yeah? He's willing to sacrifice himself for our sins. But no one wants to hear that.
No, careful with the tripod.
It goes in that air and comes out the other.
All right. So there are other people here who may share your views, and they are entitled to have a view or share their views about why God is a man. And I will argue as to why God can never be a man. Now, I would argue that. That's my argument. God could never be a man. So the question is this. Check the question. Anybody here want to have an